One.
I welcome you back to the second episode in the series that we are doing of creation. If you have joined us before, then you know that we've been doing our journey from Genesis chapter 1 from verse 1. And right now we are in verse 4. And I pray that this content blesses you. And if it does, please remember to like the video and to subscribe to the channel so that you're notified anytime that we upload this. The reason why we're doing this is that we may be able to appreciate how the Bible stories are relevant for us today and how in Jesus Christ the dots make sense. So today we are in Genesis chapter 1. We are still on day 1 and we want to address ourselves to verse 4. So I will read verse 3 and 4 together just to get a flow of what we are addressing ourselves to. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Now, why was that important? Because at this very initial stage, we understand God didn't create the light. That is important. That is very important. Because Yeshua will come and say, "I am the light of the world." And Yeshua is not a created being. No, he is not a created being. He is the creator God. Of course, some people have fallen into heretical teaching that submits that Jesus is the firstborn created by God. That is not the teaching of Scripture. Jesus is not a created being. Jesus is the creator. And as we take this journey, we will discover the God of the Old Testament is the God of the New Testament. Let's go to verse 4. It says, "God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness." Interesting and powerful verse. We are hearing God looking at what he has allowed, and he says, "It is good." Now, we are living in an interesting time where people have proposed that there are no absolutes in life. Yes, there's no moral absolute. You can't actually even know what is absolutely good and what is absolutely bad. But that is not the teaching of the Scripture. From this portion alone, in this verse 4, we get to understand that there are things that God the Creator looks at and he says, "That is good." And there are other things later on that we are going to discover the Creator God will say, "That is not good, it is bad." In other words, this is the principle we are learning pretty early, that the Creator God is the standard setter. He is the one who sets the threshold, the standard, what is appropriate, what is not appropriate, what is good, what is bad, what he favors and what he looks down upon, what he celebrates and that which makes him upset. As creatures, it requires us to exemplify humility. Humility. But the contrast is what we are seeing in our world today. People have become proud and rebellious so that they will chest thump and ask, "Who is God to tell me what to wear or what movie to watch or what game to play or what relationship to get into or what investment to participate in?" Those are the kinds of things when we are making decisions that people do not consult God, as if he is nonchalant or he does not care whichever decision you make. Well, right now, in this very early verse of Genesis 1 verse 4, there is something he has done. He has allowed, permitted there to be light, and he says, "It is good." So the question is for us, my friends, what is it that you're involved in? Do you think that God is giving you a thumbs up or he is frowning at whatever decision that you're making. There are absolutes in life. God is the standard setter. And even for those who posture themselves as enemies of the Creator God, they will realize someday, as Satan did realize, that God is where the buck stops. And so I will request us to do what James chapter 4 verse 10 says. Humble yourself before the Lord, and he will lift you up. It takes humility on the part of creation to accept that the Creator and his standards, that is what counts. So in this day one, God looks at what he has allowed and he says, it is good. Let us meet in the next episode as we continue on what God does on day one in this creation series. God bless you.